anyways, reasons you need a website. All right, Nick. Life, the secret to life, we always say this, is the management of expectations. You manage other people's expectations of you, and you manage your expectations of other people. Therefore, no one's ever surprised, nobody's ever shocked, and we just go through life all happy.
Correct.
Okay. When it comes down to websites, okay, you will never, I'm not going to say never, but I can almost guarantee you, and we'll use Matt's money again, you are not going to get found on the first page of Google.
No.
Okay, there is no SEO play for real estate agents because we cannot compete with the money that's backing the Zillows, the Realtor.coms, the Redfins, and so forth. And so I hear a lot from agents, well, I don't need a website because if I can't get found on Google, what's the point? So I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why you need a website. If anyone tells you that you don't need a website, they are seriously steering you in the absolute wrong direction.
I heard on Friday, I don't need a website because my clients are just going to use Zillow anyway.
Well, you have thrown in the towel, so send your clients to my website,
Exactly.
and I'll close them for you. Anyway, so first thing is, at the very least, and this is what I love about West USA, is you have the option to get a free website.
Yeah.
There is no legitimate reason or educated reason to the very least not have a free West USA provided website. A website on the get-go, on the onset, establishes credibility. People automatically go to a company's website when they're looking to buy something or use someone's services. Okay, if I'm going, when my wife and I, we just bought a hot tub. We spent a lot of time online looking at websites. No matter what, that is where we go. There is and people are looking for you, so be found. There is something wrong in my mind when I am making a big purchase, and if I cannot find a company on the internet, if I can't find their website, for me, it just in the back of my mind, it's a red light. There's something wrong. And then in the back of my mind, I go, I'm wondering if I can even trust this company because I don't have a website.
Exactly. And so I mean, you have to put yourselves in yourself. Like, so I'm going to buy something. I'm going to search on a website. People are searching for realtors. They're looking for you. You're a business owner. Our realtors and agents forget that they own their own business. So if you are going to do research on something you're going to purchase or someone you're going to use to purchase or someone who's going to service an issue in your home, you're most likely going to look them up and make sure that they're a credible source. And if you don't have that ability, you're always going to be second guessing that. And that's a very scary thing. We just used a plumber. Try to find the plumber's website, couldn't find it. Next. And it's a plumber. Like, should I be basing my plumber's ability to fix plumbing in my home on the website? I don't know the answer to that, but I had the question in the back of my head, who is this person I'm about to have one of their employees come into my home and fix something? If you as a realtor don't have a website, a home base for your clients to do research on you, see about you, search for homes, it's always going to be a question there. Is this person someone I truly want to be putting my trust into?
Yeah, and just don't Google plumbers on Google Images because Lord only knows what you're going to see.
True. And let's just, so we do have.
You feel free to jump in. I know you're here, so always got a lot of great information.
You mentioned the free websites. The reason why West USA has this free option is because realtors were not getting a website due to cost. The free sites are a business card. It's a place for you to be able to put your headshot and your bio and allow your clients to search for homes. That's it. It's not the best. We know it's not the best. It's the ability for you to upgrade. It's something, exactly. So if you're hanging your hat on the free websites, that's not what they're there to do. It's an entry into the website market. And we might talk about iFound a little bit on this, but they have added campaign pieces, which I know Sue Fluke is screaming from the mountaintops, and Mike is using them as well for agents to start utilizing. Again, it's just a simple way into the website market.
And also allows you, having a website allows you to tell your story of how you can help people. Yeah. And you notice I didn't say to tell your story. I mean, if your website's all about your awards and how you're a top producer and this and that, nobody cares. Your website should tell me how you can help me fix my problem.
What would you want to see on a business's website. You need to have that mentality when you're working on your own marketing pieces.
Well, and number one is the domain name.
Yeah.
What are you saying about yourself? So mine is sufluki.realestate.
Yeah.
It tells people right off the bat what I do.
Yeah. And reviews.
Yeah.
Reviews is, if I'm looking at somebody, I just pulled up some stats. 95% of customers read reviews before making a purchase. 72% of customers won't even take a buying action until they've read a review.
Yeah.
All righty, number 2. It's an alternative to Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, etc. Anytime, one of the overriding goals when I'm working with a brand new client, or I meet somebody, I know that they're using Zillow and Realtor.com.
Of course they are.
I've got a mobile app, I've got a website, and my wife still uses Realtor.com. So
Same.
I mean, so I know everybody are using these. So my top goal is I've got to try to do everything I can to get my prospects off of these sites and onto my site. So when they're looking at homes, I want them using my website to search for homes. Even the free mobile site allows clients to search for properties.
Yeah.
Right. And don't forget, and this is not about the mobile app, don't forget about the mobile app. And I use the mobile app and I use the website both to get people off Zillow and Realtor.com. But people complain. I was with a new buyer yesterday. We had to talk about Zillow. And he goes, man, I hate Zillow. I'm like, okay, well, me too, but why? And he's like, well, one, he goes, I realized once I got on Zillow and I wanted more information about a property, everybody started calling me. I'm like, well, it's because they're selling your personal information. And then he goes, the information wasn't even reliable. Okay, so understand that people are frustrated with that. You have a better alternative, and it's your website
And so
and mobile app.
you have these options that can get your clients off of these websites. The reason why the clients and the industry, the marketplaces using Zillow and Realtor.com is because they know what tools and what things people are looking for, and they've built their website to touch and say, hey, come look at me. Just what Facebook does. When there's push notifications going to your phone, being emailed to you saying, hey, look at this listing just popped up on your street. That's why people are going to start using Zillow and Realtor.com, because it's actively engaging them in content that they're interested in. The iFound websites, the other websites that are out there can do the same thing, but it's not free. You have to be able to invest into that website. And that's why we have that speed bump. But again, people aren't going to use your sites if you're not trying to actively engage them.
All right. And then thirdly, it drives people
There you go.
to your website. What's better than having people conduct real estate searches or activities on your own site as opposed to, again, Zillow, Realtor.com? I am very, very familiar with the activity in my own neighborhood. I know what my house is worth. I know what similar houses have sold for, and whatever the case is. But still, Zillow still sends me emails, and you know what? I'm curious.
Sure.
I can see what Zillow. I open them.
Yeah.
People want to know. So going back to now the iFound websites, and I'm at my wit's end on this, because I would like to just grab every agent by the ear and shake their head and say, pay for the premium website, because it will help you generate business. We have hundreds of people now on our website. I am literally just having my title company send me names, phone numbers, and email addresses of specific communities. I started with my neighborhood, having my marketing guy going into the back end of my iFound agent website, setting them up neighborhood reports so that they can keep track. They're doing exactly what Zillow does.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having hundreds of people just now on our site. They're using our site as opposed to now using Zillow or Redfin or HomeBot or whatever the case is. HomeBot's great, except if a person clicks on HomeBot, they're not on your website.
Correct.
Okay, when you do this, they are on your website. And you think about it, the more someone is on a site, the more they will likely use that company.
But it's more than that. They're going to use the company, but then they're going to share that information to their spouse, their family member, their friend, and go, hey, look at this listing, or hey, this popped up in your neighborhood, and it's not Zillow.com. It's your website. And then you are building your sphere of influence by utilizing your pieces. An agent asked me, why should I have a website? Well, if you want to catch a lot of fish, if you use one fishing line, it's going to be a really slow process. If you have multiple lines in the water, you're prospecting. You're putting out more opportunities to grow your business. You have to be able to do the long game on this. And if you're not prospecting, if you're not having software that's working for you, you're always going to be behind the eight ball.
Yeah. And I could literally, Sue, I could start over. Like, give me take away my phone, take away all my contacts. I know no one. I don't have the ability to reach anyone. All I need is my website and a list of names, phone numbers, email addresses, and every single person that starts moving and doing something on my website, I'll pick up the phone. I'm going to call them.
That's exactly. I mean, I was the next door before next door.
Yeah.
Right. You got to be out there. If people don't even know your name, which is the website, first of all, but if they don't even know who you are, it's like, okay, let's go down the street and call. Oh, there's a sign over there. I'll call them. Go.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just want to be super clear. We're not trying to sell any specific website. We as a company believe that you should be utilizing, just like we push CRMs, a website in your business. If you find a website that does the things that's going to help your business, that's fine. But as realtors, we are business owners, and we need to be utilizing specific software to help grow our business.